You tried active recall because you know that passive studying doesn't work. You tried testing yourself, but somehow you just can't make it stick. A week later, you're back to rereading and highlighting like nothing changed. Watch this to understand why you're not able to develop an active studying habit and what to do in that exact tempting moment where you slip back to rereading. I tried something different today. I closed my notes and tried to explain what I just read out loud from memory, and I couldn't. I got 2 sentences in and completely blank. So, what did you do? I opened my notes again. There it is. What? That. What you just did is the exact reason why you're not improving. Your brain hit something hard. It struggled. And the very first thing it did was retreat back to the notes, back to reading, back to what is comfortable. Notice? Because I didn't know the material yet. No, because the struggle felt wrong. But that struggle, that moment where you're trying to explain it and you realize you can't, that is when your brain is actually rewiring. That's when new pathways start forming. That felt like failing, not learning, I know, and that's the trap. If you want a real workout for vocabulary, check out vocabularyfast.com. No more staring at word lists like they are decorations on a bookshelf. Link in the description. Every time you hit that confusion that I don't actually get this feeling, your brain panics and pulls you back to the warm bath, rereading, highlighting, copying notes. Things that feel productive but don't ask your brain to do anything new. So you're saying the discomfort is the point, the discomfort is the signal. It means your brain is being asked to do something it hasn't done before. That's literally how rewiring works. Your brain builds new pathways when it is forced to, not when it is comfortable. That's like saying the burn at the gym is the workout. It is the workout. Imagine someone who goes to the gym every day, picks up a heavy weight, feels the burn, puts it down immediately, goes home. Does this for a year, then says, I've been going to the gym every day and I'm not getting stronger. That sounds ridiculous. That's what you are doing with your brain. You hit the hard part, you retreat, and then you spend 3 more hours in the comfort zone wondering why nothing is changing. Okay, but how hard is hard enough? I don't want to sit there completely lost for 3 hours either. Right, there's actually a sweet spot. It's called the zone of proximal development. Basically, just beyond what you can currently do. Not so easy, it's autopilot. Not so hard, you're drowning. Just enough that you feel challenged, but you can still make progress. How do I know I'm in that zone? You will know because you will make some errors, you will feel a bit unsure, you won't feel confident, and your brain will be screaming at you to go back to rereading. And I just don't, and you just don't. But you also don't just sit there staring at the wall. That's not what's struggling me. Then what do I actually do in that moment? You attack it from different angles. So let's say you're trying to explain a concept and you blank. Instead of opening your notes, ask yourself, okay, what do I remember? Even if it's fragments. Then try to connect those fragments. Ask yourself, why does this work this way? What's the logic underneath it? And if I still can't get it, try an analogy. Try to relate it to something you already understand. Like, oh, this is kind of like how even a bad analogy forces your brain to compare two things, and that comparison is deep processing. What if I'm completely stuck though, like nothing is coming? Then ask yourself a different question. Instead of what is this concept, try what problem does this concept solve? Or what would happen without it? Or flip it. What's the opposite of this? You're basically giving your brain different doors to walk through instead of banging on the same locked one. So you mean wrestling isn't just sitting there suffering, it's actively trying different angles. Exactly. And then after you've genuinely struggled, you go back to the book, not to escape the struggle, but to check your understanding, your thinking. That's a completely different experience. Now, when you reread it, your brain is looking for answers to specific questions it has already made up. That's when reading actually works. And that click is the rewiring. That click is dopamine. Your brain going, oh, I figured something out. And that feeling, that's what makes you want to do it again. That's the cycle. Struggle, click, repeat. So I don't need more hours. I need more of that. That's freeing, right? It means you don't need more time. You need more discomfort. You could have phrased that better. Go study for real this time.